Yeah, good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't put on silent, please, or vibration, please.
Now, A&A All Sport Reformers, in conjunction with Jameria Harmony Football Tournament, has put up this seminar not only for the participating coaches of the tournament, but for every coaches that are interested in expanding their knowledge in the area of football and other things that are associated with it. And that is why we are here this morning. Before we continue, I want us to rise on our feet as I ask Coach Sadona to lead us in the opening prayer.
Praise the Lord. Father, in the mighty name of Jesus, excellent Jehovah God, we thank you for a day like this. Many are in hospital, but never allow our own case to be like that. We thank you because you are mighty God. Father, in today's program, come and take absolute control. Direct us to know what we are going to be taught today. In the mighty name of Jesus. And I pray for we coaches that will not coach in vain. In the name of Jesus. In Jesus' wonderful name I pray.
Before we have our say, can we please remain standing as we take the national anthem? Thank you. You may have your seats. Thank you. We are going right away into the business of today. So, like I said, we are going right away into the business of the day. There is this saying that it is the day you die that you stop learning. That means anybody that stops learning while he's alive is already dead. Because no matter how close he is, as long as you are alive, you will need some level of knowledge. And that is the purpose of our gathering. Not only to just play football, to teach football, to organize tournaments, but also to develop our technical knowledge in the game and all things that are associated. And our facilitator is the one that is a legend when it comes to the field of coaching. He's a legend, though I know he's humble. He's already trying to bow down. Don't worry. He's a man that we respect and love so much, and vast knowledge of the game. He is still humble, down to heart, and of course a perfect gentleman. And I know that our coming here today is not going to be a waste of time, because you are going to get the value for your time and otherwise, especially those that came from far places, that you have put in some resources to get to this place. It's not going to be in vain. Why? Because you are going to take something. There's anything I know about this man is he's always coming up with new things, and today will not be an exception. If you are ready as I am, please put your hands together as I welcome to the podium, without wasting more time, Coach Busar, Hakeem.
Good morning, coaches. Good morning, my great coaches. I say good morning, my great coaches. It's a pleasure being part of this development this morning, and to whom much is given and highly esteem is expected. And for me, seeing your face and for us to have an ideal section all together in terms of rubbing the minds about the game, I'm so much delighted at seeing you. So a round of applause for ourselves as well. Also for the organizers of this particular event, the Hair High, I think they have been in this for quite some times now. For their never say die spirit in sport empowerment, sport development, I think we should give kudos and a round of applause to them as well. For development of human character, a lot of things has to be responsible. Because for we as coaches, we are developing human, all from unknown to known, all from the known to the package of an height. So our reward, our labor will not be in vain in Jesus' mighty name. A lot of people do say maybe the reward is just like the teacher is in heaven. No, it's here. But it depends on how God has redesigned mine and yours. It's about destiny. So that will that has making us to be part of this package. A lot of distraction, a lot of unforeseen will not take us away till we achieve our feet by the special grace of God. Amen. Let's give ourselves another big round of applause. Like I said, anytime I have about a podium like this, I'm highly delighted. And why am I highly delighted is I'm giving back to the game. Because whatsoever things I want to talk about myself as the biography, maybe after some years I want to say, okay, hands up, I'm not taking any job again. I think the game made me. Whatsoever, the game has put a turnaround, and alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alamin always. So hallelujah, we thank God for everything. So if that could come from we, I think a lot can come from you, coaches. I can tell you categorically, I'm a grassroots coach for good 14 years. 14 years, 1 and 4. A grassroots coach, I know what you are going to do. You sponsor your team. Sometimes you get back home, madam will ask you, say, every time, a lot of things like that. And when they take your player, you saw your player heights there, nothing is coming to you. A lot of things like that. But God has a way. And it has come scientific now, whereby there's a lot of things you can use to guide your player, whereby the reward, that compensation alone, can turn somebody's lives around. You understand me now? And for us, we should not wait for them as well. We should invite more to our own too, so that if they come, they will meet us well. And as we are growing too, our own too, we are growing. So I could see every faces is bright and light this morning, so we can exchange the views about what we are in here for. The game is a very large volume when we talk about knowledge, and we can't stop learning every day. Like I myself now, I still learn. After we came back from the CAF Champions League, I was opportune to be part of Rivers United to CAF Champions League. That's why something was shifted from tomorrow to today. Because tomorrow we'll be going to Mozambique for CAF Champions League elimination for Nigeria. Can we get around also ourselves? But the journey might not start like that at the initial. It starts very rough. So I want to wake your spirit first so that the job you are doing is the job of an achiever. It's a job that changes lives. It's a job that adds values to your own environment and your kids and your wife. But if it does not pass well, my brother, don't be afraid. Just continue doing what you know it is right. God never fails. Your own appointed time, you will see the blessings and you will enjoy it. Because every time I meet coaches, I know what I passed through then. I saw a lot of people passing through it. I thought, wow. And now the economy is even more poorer now than that time. You understand? Whereby we lap the sense of it, like the tie to tournament. At that time, we lap them on our tie. Sometimes when conductor fight us, we come down, we use leg to trek. Do you understand? You can see how tedious. And these are boys that they can even buy somebody a car of 20 million, they will not feel it. You see the life. But that's why as you are building them, continue to build yourself, coaches. Build yourself in terms of knowledge, because opportunity you cannot stay. It can come from anywhere. Your friend can be a governor of a state, can be a deputy president. And they will now ask you, Chubosun, I like you, I see, you play for our school that time, and we used to hold your jersey. Now, how far? The job you said you are doing is coach, you have the paper. I said, no, I don't have. Wow. That is when you will have reaped those things you have done for Chubosun at that time, for your colleagues. And that's the kind of country we have ourselves. So nobody will be on the heads that will not have his own advantage. It will come, it's destiny, but different time. That's why we'll pray at the appointed time. We should live longer to enjoy it when it comes. My own race is different from your own race. But don't be in competition with anybody's race. Be free. Be happy with yourself. What you are doing, be happy with it. But seek for knowledge always. Always. Don't ever be tired. And don't be a coach you criticize other people. No. You make yourself grow. Other people are doing something. If you can advise them, if you can write in the paper and give to them, they agree. If not, stay. Don't be a coach of antagonists. No. It doesn't help. Because when you want to climb, a lot of people talk about you behind. That's our job. I've given a lot of coaches job whereby they don't even do interview and they are not there. But it's the antecedents where we meet. That is life. And a lot of people are giving me job too without going for interview. That is the job. So please, let's try to maintain that orderliness, the real peace together and development of air. Can we clap for ourselves? What we are going to discuss about is going to be more of interactive session, because it's what you do daily basis. And it becomes more interactive session. You will really enjoy it, whereby you can judge something. If you want to write, you can write in Yoruba, you can write in Igbo, Hausa, anyone. But you must know what you are writing. That is coaching. Because we don't train the same set of players. You might be training a player from private school. You look at their level. Somebody might be training a player that after school they go to mechanic workshop, but they are born great players. You could see the way you relate to others now. They are different. They can come from a very local area, but they are talented. So you must go down for them to assimilate what you want to give in terms of knowledge itself. So aside that, you will be able to get the awards. So we'll start on a very good note now. What are we trying to do now? What we have done so far now, what do we call it in coaching? Can anybody tell us? What we have done so far now, as I've been speaking for about 2 minutes now, what have I done now? Sorry? Motivation. Can we clap for him? We try to take ourselves away from one particular seat to a high seat where God has destined for us. That is motivation. Sometimes you get to training, you want to have your morning session, and the players are in front of you. You just say, okay, boys, let's start the training. When you see their heart, that will give you momentum. So, wow, something is wrong. These boys are not happy inside there. You must come with another dimension. You don't go to training directly. You will not get the best. You must start another theater. That's our job. That's coaching. So immediately I see the history. As I'm looking at you people, I know, wow, this is what like me now. They are facing those things. No. It shouldn't be. And that's why you can enjoy the job. Immediately you start taking to yourself now that I'm a great coach. and something great will come out of me, Nigeria will celebrate me. Can anyone say it to yourself now? The power in the tongue. We start working towards that. So that is just the philosophy. And that's what you take to your player. Take it to them when you see that it's not working well. When you see that maybe you lost a match yesterday, you don't beat at training this morning, and maybe you are not qualifying from that group. Maybe that to the quarter final, everybody's job. You don't just tell them, okay boys, this morning now, as your usual, maybe your warming up is just 10 laps, like those times when they train us. You know, they will not say, man, you might buy on that. Which will be 10 laps this morning? I should lose land now. I first said, Rewale Kosimoto. This one is talking about 10 laps. What is this? They will not get their bed because they are murmuring already. Why not start by bringing them back? By a small pep talk. That Samson, great match yesterday, but I know God has something for us this season. Samson, the other man was talking about you, that as when you are in their club, that yesterday at least he needs to give you a car. He was laughing. Wow. You are trying to bring them back. Or from their mind destroyed towards to reality. Because if you lose a match, it's the beginning of preparation for another game. You can't just say because after that you want to fold your team. But players will behave in that manner because they are human. But it's best for you now as a coach to come with the psychology esteem to motivate the player out of their shell of engagement to reality. And for every competition as a coach, for every tournament you win now. So all those things are part of what they want to see and what they want to benefit as you will see that we have not even go to the topic, but we are touching some certain things that everybody will start looking at. Okay, I have not done this. When I came, I even go and slap Kingsley because he did not even come with the beep the other day to start checking. And chairman gave me money for their transport to Nami Ola. Say network no day. I could not be able to release the money for the boy has to trek after they lost the game. What is that? We check. No perfect human being, but let's try because the job we're doing is the job of what development. In as much we are not giving them beyond 60, 70, we are drilling their minds and it will affect their development. Majority of us who are handling from the age of 7, 8, 13, 15, it happens more in that way. For those of us who are from 17 to 21, build up for highly professional, it happens more too. Because those are the age where some of them will not play football again, where some want to go higher. And that's why you have to come together as a synergy in coaching. If somebody is better in this, you might be better in this. You might have a different team. Or you might have a manager who is pushing your own player. He might not have, and he has a better player. You can come together. Let the man too help the other man. Then you have a percentage. Everybody collects his own money. If you now decide to use your own money to marry 10 wives, it's meant for you. It's your money. Nobody will tell you not to do anything. If you want to use your own money to develop yourself for another bigger money, it's left for you. So all these are major things that the tournament we are preparing for, want to see beauty and want to see market in that tournament. Because we want to bring some brand agencies to come. So who is going to make it more better? It's you coaches. And that is why for every local government in Lagos, because it happens in Katsina, the FA and the deputy governor give all local clubs in every local government money for development for every year. Your own might be 500, it might be 700, it might be 1 million, they will disburse. The one they just disbursed down is about 1.9 million. 9 trillion, billion, sorry. For all the teams in Katsina. Look and training. And I know it will not just until some people will take it. So we're still trying to pass that to do the SSA into sports in Lagos. See band. That it can happen. We have money than all those things. We can help. Well, how do we go? If the coaches too were not synergy, majorly all of us would have belonged to association, You are not going to meeting. Some of us who are going to, we are not totally financial. I understand. But try. Your presence too. Your input. Because one day you might be the chairman of the Lagos State Coaches Association. Don't look down on yourself. It's just now you are looking like this. Immediately if something comes, you now see that you are a big, better person. That something is in you. That the greater that something is in them. The time you are looking at, and the clock that rings 11 o'clock, it will reach 4. It's time. So coaches, let's give a round of big one for yourself today. Now for what we are and what the organizers are doing to talk about is introductions to game systems and tactics. Introduction to what? Game system and tactics. When you look at that topic has two millenniums now. It's more of inner office for 70%. But when you get it right, you can do orientation of the practical, maybe with the board, then you cannot do more field work on 100% on your own. But you must get the logic. You have the logic before, but it might not be modern trends. But we might now remind you, how does it go for you to achieve those things? And what are basic things there? Look at, they say introduction. Look at where we are going there. To games. Which game? Football, our game. Game system. Can everybody talk about what is game system? Who can say what is game system? Football game system. We are not talking about football. That we have 11. Who can make an idea? What is game system?
It's a structural system. It display.
You have to bring it down. I don't see when you bring it down, all of us. I don't want me. I understand what we are talking about. Okay, to rephrase it again, calm down so that
it's a kind of formation.
Okay.
It's being displayed on the field of play.
Formation that is being displayed on the field. Can we give a round of applause? Any for that person? Pattern as in how? You know, a child can come here and say, I saw a pattern like this. It might be. So when you want to bring us down to the game, so you have pattern. Pattern as in how?
Pattern is, let me just say, information or system of play.
Okay, now you are now making a point now of play. Who can rephrase all this happening?
Like the way you want the team to play.
Like
game play. Like this is what is expected of individual players.
Wow, fantastic. How is that for ourselves now? Move it down so that the players can. We can talk like that within ourselves. But you know, the way we bury things on ourselves might be different. So everybody can take something and you have to calm down. When we now talk about this system we are talking about now, who can tell us what are those systems or at least we have been seeing as coaches and we can talk about? Okay. 4-3-3. 4-3-3. You say 4-3-3. Okay, 4.
Yes.
3-3. Is it complete? Who can help me?
With one goalkeeper.
I don't understand. I don't understand what we are talking about.
Okay, sir, let me say something.
Huh?
Now, sir, let me say this. I believe it has to do with the organization from the defense, then the midfield, then the attack.
And what is that organization?
It's the formation.
And what is the formation? Say it down. What is that pattern?
Combination of play from the defense to the middle to the attack.
The man has said something now, but the man did not say it right. But I want somebody to correct the man so all of us will learn.
1-4-3-3.
Can we clap for that man? You must not exclude the goalkeeper when you are putting it. Because when you want to say it, I will give an example. Everybody is right. You now say 4-3. where is your goalkeeper? That means this one doesn't have a goal orientation inside his own game. So that was short, and you look at that goalkeeper, is the last man in what? Defense. And when you want to start your attack, initiator of that, what would you start with?
Goalkeeper.
That's why I see some coaches, they said, goalkeeper will not play with leg, they don't do it in the So the game has gone modern scientific. And that's why sometimes, apart from you having a goalkeeper trainer, you have a specific drill for the goalkeeper whereby they play with the players sometimes for them to have confidence in back pass and they to control the ball from right and then play. There are some balls on the goalkeeper that heading toward the striker, and it's an half goal, some are good goal. They switch from him, the striker without finish off. The goalkeeper cannot kick effectively. Could that happen? So this can you tell us another formation?
1-4-2-2.
1-4-2-2. 1-4-2-2. Is it complete? Coach, correct yourself now. Any other person?
1-4-3-3.
1-4-3-3. Okay, that's what the other man said. Can we clap for him?
1-4-4-2.
1-4-4-2. Okay, good one. 1-3-5-2. Good one. Coach again.
1-4-4-2 diamond.
1-4-4-2. You still put another so that it's called a diamond. Can we clap for ourselves? Any further one, coaches?
1-4-3-2-1.
1-4-3-2-1. Okay. 1-3-4-3. Good one. Good. Any further one?
1-4-1-4-1-4-1.
1-4-1-4-1. Okay, good. Fantastic. There's still one missing. If you have not talked about that one, I won't tell you. There's still one missing. 1-5-3-2. Okay, good. 1-4-4-2. Okay.
1-3-5-2.
1-3-5-2. Good. There's still one.
1-3-4-3.
Anybody that can say that one, and that's a prize.
1-3-4-3.
1-3-4-3. Okay. There's one again.
1-4-5-1.
5-1-1. Fantastic. There's another one missing. 1-4-2-3-2. Good one. Fantastic. There's another one missing.
1-3-6-1.
1-3-6-1. Can we clap for that one? Fantastic. You can still go 1-6-3-1. 1-6-3-1 like that. You understand me? Those are the ancient of when we talk about WL in those days. That's the pattern. 1-6-3-1. You understand me? But as a coaches and at our program of knowledge, do you agree with me that patterns or system you call it now is the one that play the game or the players' involvement? No. If you want to tell me now, you have to.
It's players involved.
It's players' involvement.
Yes.
That's players' involvement. The pattern doesn't. The pattern guides them.
Sir, it's the players' involvement, because if you don't have the right player for your system, you will surely fail from that system.
Can we clap for him? We are making a move now. Now, if you now know that it's the players' involvement that will make it, what are those component things that you develop in a player that will make your system right? Can we have something like this? What are those things that you do that will help your player? Okay, let me help you. Because of in the game we have what we call you can write, you can jot. There's what we call at the back of your list, so I can take it. I think they have given you something that will take a while. There's what we call 4 pillars in the game. You might have had it before. Have you had it before? Who can tell us the 4 pillars?
Techniques.
Tactics.
Physiology. Psychology.
No. Another person. Spiritual. We'll bring church your mosque. And this place is a place of worship before. Adua Watigba. Who can say it again?
We have tactics.
Uh-huh.
We have technical skills.
Uh-huh.
We have psychosocial skills.
Uh-huh.
And we have adaptive skills. Physical
Mobility.
You are damping it. I think you have met me many seminars. I don't know when you normally keep those papers inside your madam room. You always go through it. You face it very well. You have an idea, but you have not touched it. Who can do? Okay, we have physical, we have technical, we have tactical, and we have psychosocial. 4. And from that 4, let's bring an instance, a 2 scenario that we want to check. Okay, let's look at these 4 we have made mention now. This one is not. Can you help us open it? Let me use the one in my phone. We have physical. We have technical. We have tactical. We have psychosocial. Now look at this now. Look at these 2 players. Okay. We have these 2 players in our team. Okay, we have these 2. We want to use different scenarios so that you get it. Now, look at physical. A player that is physically endowed, you will see it's not, when you push yourself, it's kind of like stone. But some, when you don't push them, but it's a good player. They are some like that. Technical, the players who can pass the ball while the basics know. Tactical, this is a seminar. We will not stay longer. So pick. You can even put it on a recording. Psychosocial, environmental discipline. When we're together, how does it relate with other player? Is it so saucy when you control him? You cannot. Other players will bully them as if it's what? That's psychosocial. Now let's look at these players. Okocha. Physical. Huh?
Yes.
Technical.
Yeah.
Tactical. Psychosocial. Psychosocial. Huh? Average, I mean. That is where you ask for man. Psychosocial. Huh? So let's go to Kano. Kano, physical.
No.
Technical.
Yes.
Tactical.
Yes.
Psychosocial.
Yes.
Now for you now, if you have the 2, you know what you need to develop more in your culture. You know what you need to develop more in that's what makes you a coach. All of them will come with different things. But how did you develop them differently? With different natures, and they have different problems. So if you cannot solve those problems first in your training, when we are now talking of if the players are the one that make the formations to work, how will the formation now work? You see now, with those things. That's why we say we are the one. We made them. They passed through you to meet us in the premiership. If you did not cook them well, we will not see something to use. That's why you are very important. If you want the kind of country we pass ourselves, now we are supposed to collect bigger money more than everybody. Because where the job is more difficult is where you are. You understand me now? But the kind of country we find ourselves, that is big coaches, top class coaches in the European settings, stays in the grassroots. under 15, under 17, old men, they don't go to any league because there's money there and there's joy there. They don't give themselves no pressure, no hypertension. You don't be saying you must win league for me. Nothing concern them. You just they develop compensation become merchandising. All of like we have in this area now. How many companies in this area are they supporting any club? So you see, government are giving them franchise to the local governments. You must support a club for any task you want to rebate on the company you are handling. They were the one coming to the company, but here everything is just negative. But I pray by special grace we'll get it right one day. That is why it is just like that. We know the right thing. Even though in the local government, when you go there, there is a place they call Agric, where we have the PH whatsoever under it. It's for sports. It's for sports. There's a fund there that is for sport development. Far back when I was in Ojo, that's when I know that. One of my friends, Rosimi, was local government chairman. And before he came on seat at that year, I'm talking about 90. He has to use us to win the election. So I was opportune, and with my little red, I saw all those things. I said, why these people are not benefiting now? This is PhD, I read this in the university, and the curriculum is here. You are not employed then you say, keep quiet, coach, take meeting, go take and come out. Tomorrow is still there. And you will see political people will be there, not sport people. But that podium, I think that man works in the local, he knows what I'm talking about. It's there. Till tomorrow, the project is there.
They are after CTA more than anything.
It's there. It's there. That's why they said for any jurisdictions of an area, there must be a beach, there must be an hospital, all those things. They are there inside their podium. Go and check their shots. But they are selling for market people to build shops. Because of what? Nobody will come to our aid. But one day somebody will come. It will not go like that. Do you understand me? But let's continue to do our own rightful things. Now let's look at here. Osimhen, look one. We'll go back here. Physical, Osimhen. Technical, Osimhen. Tactical, Osimhen. Psychosocial, Osimhen.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, we go to Luke 1. Look more physical. Look more physical.
Yes.
Technical.
Yes.
Tactical.
Yes.
Psychosocial.
Yes.
So you will see. You will see some they will have the 3, some will have 4. You will see some they will have 2.5. How did you develop them? Those are the things you train in the game. So with what we are talking about, we'll talk about this formation. 1, 4, 3, 3, 3, 4. But for you as coaches, what are those things that make those formation work? It's your information. Without those information, all these technicalities we are talking about now will not work. But with your formation, if those things are in there, it will work. Because when we are talking about the ball on the technical aspect, we want to talk about ball reception. And when you want to talk about the ball reception, what are those fundamentals your players do? On the ball, off the ball. Their first touch, first control. All these are basic things you must check as coaches. What is your first touch as my player? Either in small road, whether you tell them to play 4 against 2, they are playing 3v1. What is their first touch? When they want to control, do they orientate to check their shoulder? All these are small information you pass to these players. Immediately you pass it to them, you are making them more better in their works and in their knowledge and careful in the game. So if you are playing against another team, immediately you see those things and they too they have it. You can now change your deploy. Go and keep the ball more in their half now. I want you to see you keeping the ball more in their edge towards their goal line. Let's see free kick there. You have Kazim there. Kazim can bend the ball. What are you doing? You are putting in tactics. You are imposing the knowledge for what you have here, giving them as knowledge in the training. But if you have not gone through all those things, you just tell them, oh boy, I play that. Kazim no bag game waje, who pass ball ni, Gbogbo góòlù dànù. No, why is the guy that gbogbo góòlù now? We have talked about first touch here. Now what is first touch on the ball? For every player. For every one of us who normally participates in a All-Stars league. Your first touch, your first control makes you what? Stable in the game. Lets the player know my first touch. My first touch. It must be what? Clear. It must be simple. It must be precise. It must be what? Effective. It must be efficient. All these are things you put in this mind of these players. Because if you don't have the ball with you, can you pass the ball?
No.
If you don't have the ball with you, how do you know a player is running upper on a height? All these are things you let them see. If you don't put through a challenge, a coin on a pass to them, they don't want to walk because they are human like you. They want to look at, okay, let's just do free and go back. But let them see that these things are going to bring a lot of things to your table. Immediately you can do your first touch well. So if 10 of your players, they are starting a game with the goalkeeper 11, and you can have 9 or 10 having their first touch right, you have a very better game. Ball on the air, first touch, you will see it makes it more simple. You win majority of the balls. You win with your duel, you win your pair. And these are things you train your players for. You see some of your players, they cannot win any duel. When there's one-on-one with another player, they cannot win the ball. See, there are some players like that because you are the one that you see that this player doesn't have a duel contact with the ball. But you see another one, every duel, he must injure the other player. He's too aggressive, he's thorough. Do you understand it? You know how to really bring him. Maybe he's not flexible with the ball. That's why at those age to let them juggle the ball. Let them juggle, let them kiss the ball, play with the ball. It makes them what? Not too rigid. All these are things that will come from you that will make all this formation system we are talking about at this level work. Even though if you tell your team play 7v7 in a small league, and this is a go post here, you tell them what you are playing for. I play for possession, I play for height, I play for progression, I play for goal. So if you give them 4 at a training at that level, you confuse them. You have to first give 2. When they are getting the 2 well, introduce the 3rd one. You introduce the 4th one so that they can be what? Better and improved players. Those are the things you want to see in this tournament, you want to play with. Yes. If it's not there, you go back. Check your program. Inculcate it there. Everybody that comes to work will see, wow, good team. Even though they don't win today, good side, they know what to do with the ball. When they are not off the ball, they can't come back. Trying to do what? To chase the other team away from what? Their territory. Which territory? Good. Which half? What is final third? Goal man. What is goal man, coach? From the advantage position. Coach. Those are the things you tell these boys. Let the other team not take advantage position away from us. If you know, okay, we are more deficient in the left side, we push them back to the right. Why? We are the one not having the ball, they owns the ball. Immediately we push our yards this way, they will go to the free space. Isn't it? Coach, do you have any information about what they call trigger? Have you heard it before? Trigger.
Yes.
What is trigger?
Trigger is setting a trap towards the first touch of an opponent.
Trigger is setting a trap to 41st touch of an opponent. Can we clap for him? But he has not touched where I want. Can anybody help him? What is trigger? What is trigger? You can see you rephrase it again. Okay, let's see him again. What is trigger in football?
To allow my teammates to see my move if I'm going so the other to be incompetent.
He's trying to enforce it, but let me, so that because of time. Trigger is an information you give to your player to dispossess your opponent away from their ball. Like, okay, in the system of play now, when you go to your notes there There are some things there they will write, okay, we want to talk about low block, mid block, high block, counter pressing, known as a genge. You know, the German they use it, they say German machine. The way they go, the way they come. That's it. So if your team does not have the strength, they cannot do that. So you can tell them, okay, mix of mid and high block. We are better than them, let's take them. You want to win, wrap up this game from first half, you have the strength. Okay, we'll see them, they are G2. Let's take advantage of scoring them first. Mid press, high press. Immediately they get 1 or 2 goals, they will be bored. They will start fighting themselves. We saw them in the last match. That's how they are not coordinated. They are not a team. They go pick them, borrow. Immediately we score them 2 goals, now they will destabilize. It's an information to your players. Because you are in charge. You know your team. And who are those players that will do it for you? You know them. You can tell Kasim, okay, we are playing 4-4-2. 4-4-2, pivot. When we are going, we play 4-1-4-1. When we don't have the ball, it turns to 4-4-2. You see the information now? My pivot in and that 4 doesn't join. He stays. And I want to use my fullbacks to go wide. Anytime they have counter, they don't play us because we have last 3. It's information. It doesn't mean you will not lose a game, but that information will show your team that there's a coach here. And if you can teach them from this particular grassroots, I tell you from all those who we are picking at the Premier, we're just enjoying. Because if you did not nurture well here, they will not play anything over there. When I met some of our boys in Rivers, Bolu that played for Tasolo, Wasiu that was with Giroya, these are my area boys. But now some coaches do them now for that area. There's Salah, you know Salah, that's your friend. And this other one, Bolu too, his coach was this side. Like that. If you have not taught them all those things, we won't see them in Rivers now. I don't know whether they pay homage to their coaches, so that was not my own business. Do you understand me now? But you to monitor the progress of your player, but don't depend on them, because when you depend on them, when they go crazy somehow, it will affect you. But you know, like, hello, how you doing? How's the game? You played well, fine, watch the game, not bad, you can do more. Greeting like that. Because without no greeting, he cannot offer you water. And if he cannot offer you water, he cannot offer you what? He cannot offer you anything, even a Coke. So, but if you make yourself vulnerable, okay, anytime you self call, oh boy, what to share? Oh, what you don't know? You go call again. Also, so you go there beside your friends and then you call. Man, you think quick. Man, don't call you. And money go ask. Do you understand me now? They don't forget that time when you love them. They are like that. They quickly forget as players. That is why we have to build ourselves too. And talk to God. So that at least one day today they hear say, go don't buy another car, and I don't send that one. But I hear say you buy a car. Oh boy, I just bought another new car, and I'm even intending to buy another one next year because he gets Akoji. I won't greet Madam because he knows you are. Without him, God is doing it. And you too on your own tie your papers. Meet people that knows about to tie your papers with them. If not the one you are giving to a club, make sure you have your percentage on them. Yes, it's your work. Collect your pay. Don't do free job. Those of you are doing under 10 under this one. I don't say you should charge them millions, but don't do free. They will not know the value. It's Nigeria. They don't know free value. No. Let them pay something. When it is growing, you now increase your money. Because it's money too. You too used to go. For you to do CAF license in Nigeria now, like a B license, you pay over $500,000 naira. Yes. So if you now want to do cafe, you're going to go about 1 million or 1.5. So where are you going to get that money if you did not get it? Yes. That is why, even though you don't charge, collect please. But don't wait for until okay, chairman give you money, they are bonus. You now take the money, you don't give the players. Don't do that. Because tomorrow you might find yourself better, a bigger place. All those things they will be saying it behind you. Those money cannot change us. So let's try to respect. Do you understand me now? And let whoever you are working with you have a syllabus of yours. If you are working with someone, salary. And if you are on percentage on contract, tidy your paper, get time for a hand. 2% in football money is a big one. 2%. When the person say and 3% won't give na 5%, let them put some percentage. Get, because you are working. Immediately the money comes, you know the value of the job you are doing. But don't make yourself an obioma culture about no, don't do that. If not 2 jersey or this thing you get, always wash it clean. Let the parents of those kids, when they come around, they perceive good odor. When you ask them for money, they will respect you. They are like that. Because somebody who did not know anything at all will get bigger money from them. Go just speak big grammar, say registration 150, they go and pay. And for the podium of this particular AAI, if you have anything you want to do in future, like you want to restructure academy, meet them. If there's some information with them that is not, they will contact us, we will send to them, they will send to you. See, if you are doing a program like this, and all of us people are car from here to that, you know too much. Because the job we're doing it's a job of mind. There are some days you go to the matches, when you are coming back, that's your house that day, you and your wife no go talk to this foreign man. That's the job. And it's a boys club. So when you now go to the league, you know what will happen? Or you go to the national team. That's it, as I just in the game. So you don't now take care of yourself and take care of your own NBC. So that's the reasons why you must check. Don't give them a form, you said you don't even know where you keep those forms. Try, do photocopy, keep one somewhere. We're in this computer age now. Let somebody help you. Keep it somewhere. When they take, register your club with DFA in the States. Anytime you have anything like that, you cannot fight the case, contact them, they will contact us, will tell you where to go. You will get your money. You will get your money. They said that player will not play. You will get your money and they will not want that. So please, let's try to really, and on the, when we are talking about the pressing, we talk about low, mid, high, counter pressing, we talk about genge. Which other one you have in your books now? Somebody can tell us. What is mid press? What is mid press? What is mid press? Look at the field. Okay. Okay. Now look at my arrow. My arrow shows orientation of play towards the height here. Look at it now. My arrow shows orientation of play towards here. Now low block now. We are talking about low block here now. We are talking about mid block here. We are talking about high block here. That's counter pressing. In the German they call it genge. Why? Because they say German machine. I press the goal, same way you come. Now, if the strength of your team cannot carry an high press, from you know your team, you know what you have. About when we talk about this formation now, you wan make mention. You now tell your team, oh boy, taba ti debe o, a máa pa wọ́n ni o, ẹ lọ ká wọn mọ́lé. And you know your team cannot do this sustain more than 10 or 5 minutes. What are you prone to if they can absorb you? What are you prone to? Counter, and they will suffer your team. So that's the reason why you must know the strength of your team. You are the coach in charge. Know the strength of your team. So those things we have discussed before from the 4 pillars, always work in accordance with that with your assistants. That is why the job is not a job of one-man show. You understand? It's not a one-man show job. You have to be able to come together, draw a program, let them see, okay, we want to work on the defense side. This is your own good area. These are those things we notice. Our coverage was not fine. And what was the coverage that was not fine? Okay, first pressure. Is it the cover that was not fine? Is it the balance? Is it the compact? You know the area you want to work on. That one can take those ones. You can take on the midfield. The other can take on the attack. You are working together. But it's only nowadays now. Everybody look and say, they want to wish share. Me, I don't tell people, I don't pray for say I want to share. Me, I want money. Yes. You understand me? But we have to work before we get the money. But all of us cannot have the same quality at the same time. Some of us might be a very good match and analytical and match reader in the game. And we can be a developmental person too. Some of us can have one. So if you are with the other person that has the two, you can improve your own work with him if you are submissive. But if everybody shows ego, you will not learn from one another. And the other one that has the two will take his knowledge away. He doesn't have the game. And that's what we are preaching now. We just have the game. We have to calm down. Calm down. Leave this shoulder. Let's calm down and work together. Learn from one another. Don't go and criticize another person. Do you understand? All these are things that has really been affecting us. So all this from the mid block here is for you. If you look at a team better off in terms of technical aspect, we'll talk about the other time when we talk about the 4 pillars. The ones your teams are not having: the technical, the tactical, the physical, the psychosocial. You look at from the mid block here on a dual contact, your team, they cannot win any ball on the dual contact there in that area on ground. Do you understand me now? You now say, okay, because of that now, I want to sit back on a low block. You now sit back on a low block here. You have cut the field now into what? Into 3. When you sit back on a low block here, what are the information? Because some matches can come like this. When you sit back here, what are the information you want to give your team here? Coach 1. Who can tell us? If your team want to shepherd on a low block and a team is coming on a counter rear with the number, what are those things, information you want to give your team here? Let's assume you want to play this.
Stay compact.
Stay compact, fantastic. Compact, can we clap for him? Compact. 2.
Good concentration.
Good concentration, fine. Can we clap for him as well? Concentration. 3.
Good transition.
Transition to where?
To attack.
To attack.
To attack.
Okay. Now when you play a seat block, when you see the question though, you now believe when you win the ball you want to transit on a counter, which is transition. All of us know transition. It's winning the ball, turning into attack or from the defense to attack. Now when you win the ball here and you want to transit into attack, are you going to transit with every player to attack?
No.
That is where you come in as a coach. That is where you are very, very important in that team. You know some players here who can take 1 against 1. You know players here who are faster for speed to cover up. Those are the players at that time you give responsibility. Oh boy, tabati sit back, tabati jag back. Shola àti Kúnlé lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ kan move o. Ẹgbà síbẹ̀ fún wọn. Kọ́lá tó bá ti ń pàdé anybody ń bẹ̀. Ṣá delete kúrò lọ́nà. Asawa. And what are we information we are passing along from here? Ẹ jẹ́ ká fún wọn ní more support over here, because by the time they get to the end, they will be looking for whom or to finish up. That is when you are doing. That is when you are doing justice to the job. That is when you are not keeping quiet. You are passing information to this layer, because without the quality that we have as black, as Nigerian, somebody must harness this quality and rephrase it. The quality is not enough for them to play and get it right, and that is why you are there. And that is why you must give what? The assertion of your best as a coach. Either the money has come, either the money is still coming, because it's going to come. But the way you now prepare yourself, it will meet you and draw you more higher. That is the job. You must enjoy the job. That is the first paramount thing. Why am I a coach? I love this job. I just enjoy this job. That zeal will carry you. But I've told you several times, don't ever, I repeat it here, man ṣiṣẹ́ ọ̀fẹ́ o. Man ṣiṣẹ́ ọ̀fẹ́. Do the job and take money. They won't know your value if you don't take money. I tell you, I've done it before. Several years. They won't know your value. No matter how small they collect. That money is not the money that will change the life. It's for them to respect somebody's there. So if another person come and price you, they will not say, ah, if you don't want to share that now, you don't know who manage you very on follow who on grab peanuts, you don't feel money now. Let's give you money. Because they will go and find out. But if they say, ah, that guy is good, man, he's doing well. You don't say, man, I come and go. I think I've put you on my mind now. Did you understand now? They are like that. They want to mess up this. And I tell you, this job is a very high tense job. Mommy or me, you know they come football, you know they come coaching. Coaching is, you see, if you are doing the job, sometimes you don't sleep now. Because you will think of game or tomorrow. The game you have won, some people are writing protests. You know how to go, that one too will disturb you. So that's to tell you the level. And if you're such a person, your family normally follow the job you are doing. Sometimes you go to some games, when you come back, anybody not go eat for house. They go cook, say, daddy is not happy. And if daddy is not happy, mommy too, she's not there, she's not happy. Nobody must change the bulb lights that night. Everybody will sleep like that. As if it is only your house and the guard for those streets, the monitor. That is something is happening inside the house. That is our job. So that's this is why I've said it time without time. Let's try to tidy up. So apart from when we talk about this meat press now, for the meat now, you know we talk about the formation. We talk about 144. Everybody talk about his own style. For the meat, yeah. Whatsoever the other thing is throwing determines. Or you might have your own game plan. But what you use to stop those plans of the opposing team now boil down on you. How you can look at the game, view the kind of quality of players you have, then you can now pass information. Oh boy, immediately we get it from that middle, we don't take longer. Let's put it to side. They don't want to play more in that middle. Let's attach them to that middle. Then we can see you to side. We want to do it. It's you, it's your initiative, it's what you do at training, the role you play with your team, and the players flesh to see what you want to do. That is it. When you look at your paper, which other ones we have not touched? Look at your paper, say this so that we can. Sorry? Zonal marking. What is zonal marking? What is man marking? Zonal marking is for you. It's just like we are sitting back within a zone, or you can send a transition of a particular place. We want all the balls to be. That is zone. Do you understand? For this transition area, we don't allow them to come to this zone. We need to win the ball back in shade. That is zonal marking. Man marking is ability of your team to be on more advantageous on the dual. If you have more eyes about opposite team, you can tell them, okay, man, we are better off than this team in terms of strength, physical, in terms of technical, in terms of tactical, in terms of psychosocial. And I say, okay, this game, let's finish this game at first half. Okay, man, we take them on now. But immediately you have the ball on 10 transition, you go back to how we want to play. But immediately you don't have the ball, man, you take them on and connect. You know, maybe your team now coming from this area against some team who doesn't have that. It depends on you as a coach. But some coach will still have the respect for the other team. But let them translate. Let them translate from the area, let them leave their first thought, then we can take on the counter and punish them. It all depends on you. You make everything to work in your team. The day it's not working, don't blame anybody. Just go back, check who are those responsible. You don't need to blame them, but let them see why it is like this. Then we go back to training and do what? The correction. The correction. You don't tire of it. You don't tire of it. That's the thing. Any further one? Check so that we can. Before we go into question and answer class, because that is the one that will take us long. And that's the area I love most. Any question about that one? Okay, if there's no question about that one, let's go into the tactics more now. We'll go on the tactics more. What are those things we want to talk about the tactics more? For you from the training section, you know you build your teams on wing play. Lesser touches in the middle. You want your fullbacks, you want your midfield to climb the heights. I want to draw this now. We can discuss this here, but other ones now we can still discuss it in future, because I know we are still going to meet, even though by the time we are going to retire, but we'll still be drinking in the game, inshallah. The game is wide now. Let me open that green. This one is not there. What do you want? How are they? I don't see your face. That might look like a Canadian. Okay, thank you. Okay, coach. Let's. I'm sorry for this, my diagram. Just take me as you see the diagram, huh? Okay. Huh? Okay, smoke there. Sorry. Let me write in our own way here. I want to write in our own way here. Now look at what I'm writing here. Call this flex. Look at the fullbacks here. Look at the left back here. Anytime these ones go back here, this man will come back here. If I come back here, this man can come back here. Why did I want to play like that? I want anytime I try to attract in here, this man has to come. I want to attract here, this man has to come. But when do you do it now? You do it in training now. You call it what? You call it overlap from backs. But if that space is not there, where is it going to go? Now, if they win the ball from here on transition, okay, this man has come here. This man is coming here. You know their own 11 here. Let me use our language better so you can understand. Here. If he now collects the ball from this man, do you understand me now? If he collects the ball from this man, he's transiting. What is this man going to do? Coaches, question. What is this man going to do? That's how we can learn from ourselves. I will learn from you, learn from me.
It's going to recover for the right finger.
To where?
To the right side.
Where is the right side? But be right side now.
Right side.
You know right side now.
Right side of the defense.
Right side of the defense. Nibi. No, coach, you are the one talking. No.
Yes.
He's going to recover here.
No.
Yeah.
This side.
Yeah.
No, this side.
Okay. You said this side, I mean?
Yes.
This side?
Yes.
This side?
Yes. Because correct and that right fullback would have been close to that.
Okay, let's assume it is here now. Yes. The right back is here. He now wins the ball from here. He's going here. You know, transition will take this man to come.
Yes. Okay,
this man too is coming.
Now he has to drop back.
To where?
Deep.
In transition,
yes.
They break that attack.
Yes.
The 5, we have to move to the original position of the right back. Yeah?
Fantastic.
These 4, we have to drop down into that center back. Yeah, the 6 might have moved here, the 4 is moving here. Then this 8 will be dropping to the original position of the 4. Yes. Then the 7 can now recover inside the midfield to create balance.
Can we clap for ourselves? You can solve problem by yourself. We get it wrong, we get it right, that's our job now. Some days we get it, we do it, it doesn't work. Look over the share now, one man boo out. They will see say Yaka, coach will like by go on. Don't look at it. It's our job. All you need to do is just look at yourself. So we go ahead for Ramsha. This is the right player so you can play, you will play. No, it's your conscience, you will know. Do I even pass information to this players? Okay. I think that game into Totoma Jaba, and if you are not tracking, what are those information you give to the player? Let's assume now this one has collected the ball now. This man is coming. This man is coming. You know, players, they love to run like this. How are they going to run? What is the size of run? That is coaching. You know, if I want to run overlap now, let's assume I want to run back. And I'm standing like this. And I don't need to turn. And start doing like this to turn. You can see this leg now. I can fall down. So attention of your team, you must be able to tell your player, if they are attacking us, always share part. Orientation, view to the ball, everybody share part 70. Far, you can see beyond your keyboard, you can adjust. But to the ball face, this is where the ball is happening. If this man stand the way I stand here now, you can still miss the ball on the switch or anything. But closer to the ball, immediately you stand like this, they will beat you easily. But immediately you share part this way. If you want to transit, you change. You want to transit, these are small information you pass to these players. Because if immediately is beating, you want to turn, you will fall on this leg and it's going to fall down. And maybe for that, you have not tell the player information about his quick turn on the fast counter. Because his eye will be on the ball, but his position, body posture position is what? It's wrong. Then communication seed up from here has to be, oh boy, I dey go. This man go tell am say yes. As you dey move now, they say just dey delay am small. This man here has to be talking. Everything has to finish up here. Don't let him see here. That is information. That is information. Because anything they want to use up, if una no developer here, that's why I said here supposed to be the best place where they dey pay money. For Europe, na coaches wey dey handle lower team and then get money pass and no pressure. But here na only leagues, they will say one league. No, ibi t-shirt late you late. Because I was once there and I used plenty years there, 14 good years. So it's not easy. At that time, how much the training dues now? 50 naira, 10 naira said they no go pay. 10 naira that time, 5 naira they no go pay. People will be saying them they collect the training dues. Tight will go see slap another person and collect him money and he no pay training dues. 5 naira you no go pay. So how will you pay for stadium? Talk like say you won't buy ball. So it is just like that, the mentality. But now I could see that those times we have all this our club, Lafa League, all those ones. But now we have academies. We have people coming from early morning. They want to come into the game because they know there is money in the game. So, but please, coaches, let's tidy our papers. Tidy our papers with our players. Also, Konono football 3%, 4% is good money when they change them. I tell you. Perfect, no matter the percentage, tidy your papers. Okay, when they pay you on the players compensation, that's when you go know say, oh man, Jalap when you know. Do you understand me now? I've seen a coach that collected money. This is my last 10 days in Abuja. Ikuala. You might have been hearing me. He got about 4 cars the same day. He got about 210 million on 2 players. So I just long that was about. That is the money. That is the money. And the guy doesn't even have quarter of what I can see a lot of you have there. So you can still collect more than that too, but it's time, it's the patience. Because the program itself doesn't have anything for anybody. It's how you channel your own and your destiny with God and prayer. Do you understand me now? But don't screw anybody down. There's nobody that cannot make it. There's nobody that cannot make it. It's opportunity. This race is just opportunity. But let's encourage ourselves. Let's manage ourselves. Let's be brotherhood. Because your information can help this man. This man's information can help this man. And that's why we can face challenges. Without that, a lot of it. Any further questions? Any more? You have your papers there now. I want you to ask questions. Okay. I talked about transition the other time. Okay. Transition. Okay, transition. Who can remind us 4 moments in the game? 4 moments in the game of football. Who can remember? Where? Coach, there.
When in possession.
When in possession?
Transition.
Yeah.
Out of possession.
Good.
Transition.
Good. Can we clap for him now? You have the diagram there. Transition, it can lead you to in, out, in attack, and out, in defense, in, and out. So it all depends on the formation you pass to your players. Transition when we have the ball, what do we do? If you don't have the ball, what do we do? If you don't have the ball, have you passed the information? Under 10 seconds, 5 seconds, 3 seconds, you want to win the ball back. Have you passed the information? Immediately you don't have the ball, the social zones, let them go back. Force them back. Just force them back. Don't trigger. Because you are the one to tell your players. Immediately the man suppose Shanu. They know say Shanu na be something of babo. Oh boy. You can see. The captain will just use this way. High press at that time. Trigger. It's you. From the rondo you play in your game, situation in training, they are used to it. Now the time Barcelona used their 5 seconds, everybody could remember that time. They won a lot of. Later, a lot of people see, okay, how do we take this 5 seconds away? Immediately they get the ball, they know Barcelona want to come. What do? They come, they support more so that they can send away from there. At that point in time, some of the players whom they normally trigger those things together, some leave the team. You know, it's all about understanding this job we're doing. Those things were not working like the way it was working before. That was when we have this guy playing for 4, Xavi, Busquets. Thank you. But when the other engines are not there, the other Toyota were not working effectively and efficiently. But that thing is still there. So your philosophy, we might share the same philosophy, but how you trigger the philosophy might be more than one another. That boils down in you, the energy in coaching that you have. And those are the things you transfer to your player. There might be leadership, maybe from the center back or the goalkeeper. It might be from the middle. Then you cannot have the shame. When you stand up and you start talking, the teams know you are talking. Or you just call one person's name. Fatai, you don't share it now. You just talk to the coach. That is information. If you just tell them that time, say, oh sir, you could take it because in the job, there are different types of intense tools we use in communication. We have a question and answer. Question and answer. We are coaching in flow. Well guided discovery. I only say 5, so other ones are 4, because it's enough for you to work. Question and answer, coaching the flow, guided discovery. Guided discovery. Who can tell us question and answer? What is question and answer in the game as a coach? Okay, look at me now. Coach, up. We just lose possession now. And I just call it now. Coach. But I won't call you coach now. I will call you Hakeem. You answer me now, let it go. That is question. You have to be strong now. I've been able to do what? Guide you after the question, you answer me, question and answer relationship. Then I cannot tell him, so far I want to know, but she might be able to give me efficiency. To pass information on the question and answer. Okay, coaching on the flow. We'll do it more at this level. Akin Obo pass come. Full legbele ohun tí ń bọ̀ boy ń bọ̀ ńbẹ̀ change the CB. No full goalkeeper. Goalkeeper ó ti ń bọ̀ tètè lásìnú. You know, we normally do that now. That's coaching in flow. Guided discovery. Boy ó ti ń bọ̀ má jẹ́ kó ká ẹ mọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Okay, ó ti fún okay bó ṣe fún yẹn dá. Tún pé jókòó fún ẹ padà. You have seen that somebody is there if you don't see. So I leave the 2 now. Towards the last place I will give it to you. Can we clap for ourselves now? What you do? Those are the things you do, but you must know why are they important. At what level did you pass those things to really help in what you are doing as coach? Coach, I want you to ask. Even if you don't ask questions, it will not flow. Ask one or two, then we'll take it. Oh yeah, coach, you want to ask one question? Yes. On the topic, so I want to put a time on.
Can a coach write an instruction in a piece of paper and send it to a player on the field while the game is on?
Okay, let's leave the question to the floor. Because I like when we are like this. Okay, one man show. Okay, who can help us with that question, sir? He said, can when the coach writes in the paper as an instruction to other players, who can take it on for us? Is he okay, coach?
So the answer is yes. For various reasons, for which I will state one, communication in terms of language.
Okay.
For adventure, let me take the professional side, for example now. Even the local side, there are some players that do not understand English the way others do. So I need to write, probably like in terms of Portuguese or even the pure Yoruba. So I need to write and for him to understand. That's one. Then two, for purpose of leadership, I may not have the chance to talk to every one of them. But when I get the information on paper, it will direct like text leadership. So it's applicable.
Can we clap for him now? Who can still take one? You know, that thing, the question is big. So, yeah. Good morning.
My name is Anita.
Okay.
It's possible.
Good.
It's possible. But it's not really precise. But because something in football, team rights.
Okay.
Play. And then in training, your TNT, maybe the person is out of that game. Then you try to draw that simple thing on the paper to take him back to your team ranking in the training.
Can we clap for him? Who can I summarize the two things together? Oh yeah.
My own opinion is a bit different.
Okay.
Why littering the pitch with paper?
Okay.
I think I can easily send somebody closer to you, other player, to tell so person this. So why write on the paper? Then how many people am I going to write?
Okay.
So I can easily pass discussion to somebody. And besides, some of these are our noise, they not even, when it comes to that crowd thing, it will not even get to anywhere. So we can easily tell somebody very close to the player, tell him this too. I think that one will be better than writing on the paper.
Okay, that's your one. Can we clap for him as well? Any further one? Okay, coach.
Sir, I believe writing on that paper is better than what my coach said. Because if you explain something to us on the board, and as a player, while you are explaining on the board, you understand better than you sending another player to us. We've seen even in professional leagues where they write on papers, then instead of littering the field, they put it inside their house after reading it. So yes, thank you. I believe seeing it visually is better than sending a player that might not even understand what you sent him to come on, the message you sent him to pass across.
As if he has that, you give me answer. Can we clap for him as well?
My name is Sonny.
Okay, good.
So I believe my own ideology as a professional. I believe in a sign communication more than maybe trying to write on the paper.
Okay.
Because if you watch a player that is in action, he goes through a lot of things. And at times you take paper to him and emotionally is not sound. He doesn't even want to hear anything. He will not go through it. So he will not even do it. So my own, I believe if I have my player, I teach them sign communication. So I call somebody to call their attention and I make my sign. So I think it's better.
Can you give us one of your signs?
Like maybe if I want you to mark somebody now, I may just do this way.
Okay. So these are color of
yes.
Marking.
Yes.
Another one, can you give us another?
So maybe
no, I want to learn from you. I like to gain a lot.
Maybe there are times maybe if you want to keep now, you can do like this or you do like this. So they understand because it's something that we have to work on outside field.
outside the play. So I think it's better that way than writing.
Okay, can we clap for him as well? Any last one? Any last one? No last one? Okay, let's see you, coach.
Yes, I think I saw this when Rafa Benitez was coaching Liverpool. In most times, he always writes instruction in a piece of paper. He send it across to the captain of the team. So it is the captain of the team that will relate what the coach wants to the other players. And also, Rafa Benitez always, at times he makes use of signal or sign for the players. So I think what will make it easy is the rapport of the coach with the players.
Okay, can we clap for him as well? Coach, let me have you. The last person.
So, in relation to the question coach asked, asking if it's very good to send message to the player by writing on the paper, I want to believe that you have an information you want to pass individually to somebody. That's why you are writing on paper. And there is this Yoruba saying that says, "Olokere." So if I send somebody to you, you might pass the information correctly, but you might not hit it the way I want you to. Like, if you put anything on paper, it could be a description, it could be an information, or not marking or doing anything. The way the other player is going to relate it might just be casual relating it, but it has to do with individual information, a particular information you want to pass to somebody that relates to that person alone.
Okay. Can we clap for ourselves? Yes. I think we have all made a point, a valid point. And here I wrote a communication link. Communication link within the players and the coach. So those are the things you have been doing in training, the gaps in there. Will make either you should use that, because in coaching we do have one philosophy. Not you say that we say it's wrong. It's your team. They will never call Busar there. The only thing they will only ask is, do you have any information from there? That's the only thing. So when you have to do your show how you really want it, we can only guide. If that is the way you wanted to be doing and your players absorb it, fine, okay by you. Do you understand me now? Me, I can say this is what me I use. Your own communication link with your players, the kind of woman you are. You know, we have coaches here who are teams of words. There's a coach we met in the seminar 250 for camping licensing. He said when he was with a team in Kano, if he wants any pull out, you know what he will tell his player? He will say, see, that means he won't pull out. And we met a coach too, he said anytime he needed goal, what he do tell his players is, bebe, and goal will come. And that time I told the coach, I said, nǹkan tí ẹ̀ ń lò tó fi jẹ́ gbẹ̀gbẹ̀ tí kò wá ṣe lè fẹ́ mi náà. He said no, pé o ṣe kankan ó ti kọjá bẹ́ẹ̀ o ní gbẹ̀gbẹ̀gbẹ̀ ó bóyá kíní kan lẹ̀ ń pè kí gbẹ̀gbẹ̀. So coaches, his players are told to you, and he said it's working for him. He said it's working for him. He has won so trophy, which he's saying it and he's right. And the things are reality. So oníṣẹ́ ara ni, so like my colleague saying here, so all those things are, so you might have some 10 languages and it's working for your player. That is somebody might use it, you might not work. But these are standard ones that are applicable. At this level, visuals, audio, they are two different things. All we are looking at ourselves now is visual. We are seeing ourselves, we are interacting. If they put my audio here now, he's talking to you, the feelings you have in terms of engaging me will not be as. So if you are doing, you can see where I'm coming now, I didn't condemn what you are saying. But if you, as a center of authority, stood on your ground, Hakeem, take the ball yìí jáde, ó ń ṣe painter, ó ti tẹ ball ìmọ́lẹ̀ jù, yóò jáde, Hakeem ti mọ̀ pé mo fẹ́ ṣí ṣọ́ọ̀bù painter sí, he has to let the dog play, because you are pass ẹ̀, ó dẹ̀ ti mọ̀ mọ́ ẹ, pé tó bá ti wá bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, mo fẹ́ kí kíní ẹ̀ ṣe kíní. You don't understand me now? So your players must know you for one thing. I've seen a coach when his team is playing, say, I want him over to suppose I want to run away. You know, coach, you must only do 1-0. Why do you want to stop? You know, you just start the drama. We are youth coaches at that time. Until permanent, you know, you see the person, coach is good, and they will get their result. And show first move by day. You know, like that. Everybody is set function. So like that, individual differences. And we get to somewhere too. Somebody say, we're in a seminar. They just called him. Kill and play. I said, coach, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Àwọn olùgbọ́ máa ṣe the final name. Some people know him. His name is Igwe. I said, only do a coach. Àti sọ penalty ní bàbá. Ẹ máa kú. Ọmọ ológun. Ẹ máa kú bàbá ìjọba. Bàbá ẹni kan máa ṣe pé ẹni tó tọ́ ọmọ ìtì bá ti ṣe pé ní wọn lórí. You know? And also, ìgbàdá máa ṣe tán ta pé certificate tán. Bàbá mo ti gbà kọ́. Mo sọ fún ilé ẹ̀kọ́. Tí ìbá ti ṣe pé ní wọn ní you see, we know from the school of thought all those things are not good. They are not good. We preach against it. But maybe that is own style. It's working well for him. Maybe small. Instead go dey reduce am. Small. But as at that time the thing is working well for him. Tẹ́fà ṣe ń sọ fún máa sọ fún ìpè máa dà wọ́n lóhùn. Sáyẹ̀ tèmi ẹni mo máa lò ó ṣe ń fail. You understand me now? So, but let's look at the modern trend style. You know, they are human too. Causing them, going extra, it derails their brain. It's made them psychologically that we know all those things. We have peace in the house too. So all those things are things that are not too good. And professionally, it's out of it. So I get it. So, but whoever don't show to pay, or pay no more feel it. But what you should do back up, we need to feel it. So what do you say? So, coaches, let's check what these are the visuals. Players love it a lot. And sometimes you have the videotape of their games, or they let them sit down, they watch themselves. You know what these things do? It motivates them. Apart from the knowledge of the game, you cannot pinpoint. I can show to the person who are TV see at other people, but you want to play that as you. Other people are not on word, you want the captain team. But I can show my players in the wherever I know big screen, people will not see them well. The guy will not look at himself. Nobody could so on people don't know around. And you know she the children kilo come out with TV lala. So that one about whereby you know master from my shadow of you have made the guy's day because you have been able to see his image, you have seen what he's doing, and you are able to proclaim good for him, on him. Those are the things. Don't let us just look at want to do a visual after a player and maybe we start. Share ball and for me. Ball mama in and back. You have you understand? You take it easy. As a philosopher in the game, you first make what positive. Then you cannot bring your why is this things like this? So for a little marathon, we have to draw the ball like that. You will take the fault and you will adjust. But when you scroll them always, you don't even praise them at all. It's not too ideal. So any further question? We are going to question time now. It's about 5 minutes to the question time. Our question time is just about 20-30 minutes. Let's look at our things and bring another questions we can talk about. I saw something there, the role of the coach and the player. The role of the coach and the player. What is the role of a coach? What are the qualities of a coach and what is the role of a coach? Are they the same?
No, sir.
What are the characteristics of a coach? Are they the same? Okay, what is the role of a coach? I want to take you far. That's why I said it loud. What are the roles of a coach? Let me come down now. A sọ pé gbé mi sí mo ń ṣiṣẹ́ carpenter mo wá débi ẹ̀yin fẹ́ gbéṣẹ́ fún mi ẹ wá sọ fún mi pé kí ni iṣẹ́ carpenter mi ò wá sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ju bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ mo sọ fún yín pé carpenter is àfẹ̀yíyọ̀ṣù bá mi rìn àmà mi rìn èmi ni mo mọ ilé tó wà lọ́kàn yẹn èmi ni mo ṣe léyìn me I'm the one that do this. What have I talked about? I've been able to prove the word of what I'm doing. You know, say what is the role of a coach? What is our role? Okay, let's see.
Yeah. Okay, as a coach,
Yeah.
the role is first identify talent.
Good.
Nurture talent.
Good.
And then also serve as psychologists,
Yeah.
serve as their parents.
Good.
Now,
I'll wait that for him now. It's interwoven, you know, it's how you. So that's why you see that question. It's interwoven. Trace your qualities there. Mo ti sọ pé mo ṣe èmi ni mo sọ pé èmi mo kọ́lé yẹn. Kí ni mo sọ yẹn? Mo ń sọ the brand effect mi lára nǹkan tí mo ṣe yẹn. Mo tún ti appraise àwọn nǹkan tí mo lè ṣe. Mo lè fẹ́ yíyọ̀ṣù. Mo ní àmà, mo ní bà. Did you understand me now? So what is it as a coach?
So let me just say something. But I will use a big English. I don't know how to help you.
Okay, I'll break it down.
To me, I would say a coach is someone that that is discovering,
Yeah.
discipleship, and then deploy.
And deploy. Okay, very good. Can we clap for him? I think everybody to what you use is not.
Okay.
Okay, let's see two of you there now. You have not. Okay, I've had the other man. Let's see him first before you come.
Coach is a trainer.
Oh, he's a trainer, good.
He's a mentor.
He's a mentor, good.
Strategist.
A strategist, fantastic. Can we clap for him? When you are bringing something new, I like it. Okay, let's see you now, the manager.
Thank you once again, sir. Basically, the role of a coach are numerous, of which I have many professional certification and so on.
Yeah.
But I want to go in this direction. One, the coach has a responsibility to help a player to discover himself. I will expatiate by saying that most players actually, they don't know themselves. For instance, you have 70-80% of players who will tell you, I want to play attack. I want to be the Osimhen. I want to play as a winger. Whereas the player is better as a midfielder. Whereas the player is better as a center back. The player is better as a right wing back or otherwise. So depending on, based on what's called the 4 pillars we have mentioned, that's of the physical fitness, the tactics, and the technique. That's on one side. Also, in helping the player to discover himself, is taking the player to where he or she never believes that they can get to, either male or female. Secondly, taking the player from the known to the unknown, and also from the unknown to the known. So it has what is it called? It's all encompassing. Aside that, as a coach, you are a teacher, and when I mean a teacher, morally, one of the major challenges we are having today in the profession about these players are attitude. And I must say crystal clear, maybe based on the generation in which we find ourselves, our parents, we as parents, are failing. So as a coach, you have that responsibility to be a moralist, a teacher. So you don't just teach football, you also teach these players moral. That is being a father, and also as my sister here, being a mother. That's our female coaches. And then aside that, also as a coach, you have a responsibility to help this player develop himself or herself. I want to talk about development. A lot of things are involved. The player may be weak in this area, you help him physically develop. In this area, tactically help him develop, among several others. Thank you, sir.
I've been able to summarize all you have said, and that's the reason why I said it will be more of an interactive session so that we can take something. I say identifications of a talent, develop talents. When you identify, you develop. The third one, I said known, precise as knowledge, include the words of the knowledge of an individual. Behavioral, without you can see more on the negative part. Maybe you do follow some people, the way he talks to people. Sometimes you put another thing here, you get to taste now. You have to change our orientation. The last one, we're a life changer. Can we clap for ourselves? We will change lives. Yes. You will see the earliest people. Some of them, their kids play ball, isn't it? Now, because money they play ball now. But those days, we see my mind that time, don't happen, you understand those days. But now, people use their words to make their kids play. Why? Because the games has gone ahead of, say, now only talent. So if you can invest in the game to expose the kids, you understand, with your money, you will see the value. So that's why money has come. It's not like only raw talents now. But talent still, because we're going to discuss about that. Those talents oversee preventions in the game. We'll still talk about it, but it's a big topic. So any further?
Yes. Do we develop our players to be a position specialist or an all-rounder type of player? Because I often see most of we grassroots coaches, when their player is going for a trial, they say no, on an intensive play attack. So is it ideal?
Okay, how to answer? It's a question time. Do we develop our players to oral position or a particular? Any further question again? Let me take two questions. How we answer? No. You want to ask? Okay, good. I like that.
Alright. We cannot and we can go to stand on the ability of such player you are trying to give an all-round figure to. That player might just be there and play a certain position. While there are some players that when you give them a certain position, they want to play more than that position. So first, you have to discover if that player has the ability to carry more than what you are giving to that player, or the player should just fit that exact position.
Can we clap for him? Okay. Now let's look at the board. I want to buttress what he has said. And how do we buttress it is for game education and game ideal. We have taken the game now to this height. It is not about our own time where you play two aside. The coach will just come, go through ball, and level B, and level B. And no, yeah, we start chasing ourselves. We'll play first half, we'll play second half, say 1 hour. We prepare. But the game has gone scientific whereby you play with rondo, minor games. Let me call it minor games. If you have a player, he plays from the midfield, and you are playing minor games, 1 against 1, 10 by 10. What did you want to gain from that 1 against 1, 10 by 10? Who can tell us? What did you want to gain? 1 against 1, 10 by 10. 1 against 1.
Ability to keep the ball and the strength.
Strength. Ability to keep the ball and the strength. If you answer, if you question anything, who can tell us again? Who can add to what he has said? It's going on the line. What if you can charge it? Take on. Good. 1 against 1 inside the road. If you want to build your team, this is strength and endurance. This is strength and endurance. If you now say 1v1 plus 2 supporting players, it becomes explosive. If you now say 1v1 plus 4 supporting players, it becomes strength, endurance, explosive. Okay? ilé máa gbà little time wàá fi question yẹn àlọ́ fi treat ilé so tábà múlẹ̀ náà kún ìta ti mú yẹn ilé máa help wa. Now one ẹyọ kan láti treat yẹn o láti yọ nǹkan mẹ́ta yẹn a lè yọ nǹkan 12 bẹ́ẹ̀ nínú ẹyọ kan yẹn. As a coach when you want to work for a week o lè má parí ẹyọ kan yẹn for that 1 week àwọn ẹ̀dẹ̀ máa bá wọn wá training they will improvement because what you want to teach is what you are doing and at what level. Tom at 215 we don't need this one. We don't need this one. Explosive. We don't need this one. We need this and this. When we come into this one for them, just like 3 minutes. What it took? Come back to 180 within 10 to 15. Tó bá ti ń pọ̀ jù tó bá ń ṣe fún àwọn ọmọ tó yẹ pé tó bá ti délé wọ́n máa fún ọ lóúnjẹ easily àwọn ló tún máa lọ owó oúnjẹ tó máa jẹ tó máa fẹ́ tó especially tó yẹ káwọn tó yẹ wà ní height tẹ́lẹ̀ they will not be able to grow very well because you are working more you are killing the vein at that time on exercise physiology time yẹn ni growth wọn máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ láti ligament and tendons wọn ló ṣẹlẹ̀ àwọn tó bá ń feed on the cereal and beans tó ń jẹ oúnjẹ àgbàdo bíi sẹ̀mó àwọn ọkà yẹn àti ẹ̀wà between that 10 to 15 wọ́n máa gbé ìgbà yẹn máa rí àwọn ọmọbìnrin wọ́n máa ń yọ mango kékeré ṣẹ́gẹ́tẹ̀ so àwọn kìíní yẹn tí wọ́n wọ ní northern side wọ́n máa gá ṣoṣoro nígbà tí ẹ kọ́ fún ọ ní injection ẹ mọ̀ pé side wọn hereditary yẹn ni ẹ̀wà náà máa ń jẹ jù àti corn so táyà tí kìíní yẹn máa ń take place ó máa ń fa ligament wá sókè so tá a bá ń ṣe ilé ìdù fún àwọn players ní side ọ̀dọ̀ wa bí táyà tó yẹ kí kìíní yẹn grow àti ń gbé bí ọmọ tí ó lọ ń ṣiṣẹ́ labour ní site at the age of 10 to 14-15 tí a máa gbé nǹkan sórí máa gún nǹkan proximity iṣan yẹn láti nà kò ní pọ̀ bọ̀ iṣan yẹn lè ní okun nínú àfi tó wáyé pé àwọn tó ń bi ẹ ti rí wọn pé ìṣó ni wọn agùnmátẹ̀ àwọn náà ń nà kò sí bó ṣe lè ṣe ó lè wá padà ká kó ká báyìí bọ̀tá yí padà nà so àwọn challenges yẹn là ń fèsì jù ní side one bí because I can control nutrition wa pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ yẹn so growth here it affects their growth but if you as a coach you now handle that kind of these things what are the range of exercises you do for them more stride jump exercise exercise that goalkeeper máa ń ṣe yẹn stride jumps yẹn is very good for them why because of their strides ìhà bí tá máa ń jẹ lára wọn tó máa ń ní wíìsì ó máa ń nà irú tèmi àti ti coach latinsi kò lè nà mọ́ ó ti dé ibi tó máa bus stop immediately you are some age kò ní but at that age ó máa ń nà the gas will be but when you are feeding well in those nutrients that's why you see an oyibo boy now all those things because they feed in that direction. And tó bá ní good academy teacher máa yẹ dẹ̀ lówó tó wà ní within that range ó lè fi nutrition yẹn back àwọn ọmọ yọ irú ọmọ ẹjọ́ gbé lọ sí gym sí tẹ tó ó láwọn kankan tó máa jẹ ní age kan owó kìíní yẹn máa expand ara ẹ̀ máa dán máa nà ṣẹ̀kẹ̀tẹ̀ kò ń ṣe pé tó bá ti gym tán brẹ́dà tẹ wà no that kind of thing ó kàn máa jẹ wà nìkan purely àtẹjà ẹ̀ máa ní kó máa fẹ̀ orí ẹ̀ máa tóbi. Because oúnjẹ tí ó sáàbù iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe ṣẹ́gẹ́tì mi sí but ó ti ṣe gym yẹn tán ó wá mú gàrí ó máa depreciate do you understand those are the things you check when you have academy those of us in that range you have a very good chairman talk to him it will help the players and it will help you because tí a bá jọ gbọ́njà sí gba tẹ́lifíkàlù kò bá rọ́jà ẹ̀ àwọn ohun tí máa lọ fọ́mọ yìí ó lè máa mọ̀ ọgbà tó lè òjòjúmọ́ akọ́kọ́ wà lára ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú physique yẹn ilé tó sínú ọ̀fọ̀ ló máa pè dáadáa. All these are the things we check those of us who are working in that line. Now from this 1v1 duel you are talking about now, you have been able to build your player in the rondo very well. O lè shoot ball, o lè mú ìyọ̀dá, o lè block, o lè ṣe everything. Kí ló ń train player yẹn fún? Ó yẹ kó lè play to more than 1, 2, 3, 4 roles lọ. Because information that will help him to do very well in the game is what you are giving. You are building. As he's now growing, you cannot be looking at, okay, you can see some, they started as a goalkeeper, today they end up as a striker. Kabiru Alausa was a centre back. He won the MVP as a striker. Even though we were together in 3 years, he was a striker. But we knew, being a striker too, because tó bá wo physique ẹ̀ ní lower extremities ẹ̀, ó nà púpọ̀ sẹ́sẹ̀ ju òkè lọ, òkè kéré. So tókè bá kéré, ẹsẹ̀ yẹn nísàlẹ̀ kò ní wà faster. All these things you check on your players. So tí ẹsẹ̀ yẹn bá wá gùn jù tó bá lọ gym sí thigh, quadricep and hamstring ẹ̀, ó tún máa slow sí. So tó bá lọ play center back pẹ̀lú nǹkan ẹ̀ kí ló máa ṣe? Gravity ẹ̀ máa wà lókè, wọ́n máa win more, but ẹ gbé wá sílẹ̀ ẹ máa yẹ̀yẹ́. So it's you. It's you. These boys, they don't know anything. They are coming to you. It's you now to be loaded and be calm to look at, and you now have a good chairman to listen. That anything you tell him, he believes in your ideology. You cannot expand and how you take care of your team. I'm going to tell you about so those of you who have the opportunity, the boys' cares is in your hand. And you come more, you found my little JPT. And you know you train more than that. The battery younger player that I told you that we need to depreciate to and grow that. But the man train a football, they're full on get that for my depreciate. So all these are world levels to one another. So if you on the future, your team is a selling team. Area will not charge at Europe. Europe is versatile, but you want to know that. Listen, if they want to buy a black person, this center back in Europe, killing what offer toughness, offer height. So if you now have a duel, don't say that. But you your 1v1 to think or 2v1 you can increase the speed. You know there's a training to increase speed. Increase the speed. If you don't want the quality, people watch one say I need governor. So you don't know why you take back you check very well. You don't have to pay your money. Nígbà tí a bá gbèrú àti ìṣòwò wà lè kó lọ slide. So the only place tó lè fi work fún ni pé tá a bá absorb tó bá ṣe counter a máa rí wọn one against one lórí sáré ṣe mọ́lẹ̀ kó sáré pọ̀ wọ́n nínú àwọn scholar. Ebi scholar rẹ̀ but tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n jọ pọ̀ test nínú kiri ní rí ọkọ̀ máa yọ pọ̀ lára ẹni wọ́n lè rí because only small body machine wà nù ẹ̀ but machine yẹn ò lè fò lókè. Machine so that's how you see your players. But everybody come with that quality. It's you as a coach. Just sit down. Don't be under pressure. You might have a player interest. You might like one player than the other. Woman is yelling. I want a big one. I want a woman for her apology. You come on. Then our Tania will make you better now. I'm not going to be a man with a lawsuit. I'm not why that thing lost me in to that one. About the getting no that she search now. I'm not going to come. And get you place to pass their streets. You know why? So, but we must not allow you to drain you away from the job itself. The job being more paramount to us. So, all these ones now, the 2v1, what you can gain from it without orientation, with orientation. 2v1, you can play with orientation. What do you want to get? 1 players over 2. What do you want to get? explosive strength now you want to get for the one, what do you want to get from the two? Endurance and oral support. Nígbà tí bá mú bọ́ọ̀dà ni àwọn méjì ni kí ni kejì máa ṣe fún mi tá fi máa kọjá ẹyọkàn yẹn wọ́n máa fún mi ní coverage bí ṣe support bí tí o bá ti fún mi tó dúró sí line ẹ̀ ṣẹ́yìn méjì wájú ẹyọkàn yẹn lọ no, all this is an information you let the players know, they want to hear you, so don't be afraid to talk to them, be free. When you are free to talk to them, oh mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe o tó bá yẹ kó fẹ́ kọ́ game yẹn really you see àwọn náà máa sọ fún coach ẹni ká dé 3-2 lèmi ti dé o àwọn tó kó tètè dé o they know it's their workshop because the game has gone ahead now but if coach say training at 3 instead they come 5:30 if you know you cannot handle the team bring an assistant who can handle the team for you. You are the owner of the team, nobody is taking it from you. Bring the assistant, you come at your own good time. Not that when they don't train finish nothing one motor you now say everybody come back baba to the team today and maybe say everybody training, don't do like that. It brings you down the football team. Don't do that. If you don't have the chance, give somebody who have the chance, support him. Anytime you have the chance, come. And if you are being given a job too, do the job well. Ẹ má máa jẹ́ tí ara yín lójú àwọn players ní ọmọ tó mi náà ilẹ̀ fẹ́ gbà náà ṣé n tó mọ̀ jù lówó jù òun kọ́ náà ló lọ fi ọlọ́run ṣẹ́gẹ̀tì ẹ ti ká táwa ti respect ara wa àwọn players ẹ máa respect wa owó máa wá time tó máa wá ọlọ́run nìkan ló mọ̀ but ẹ ti ká ṣe right thing. Am I communicating? Yes, sir. So for 3v2 it goes on the variations of 2v1. But what you want to get from there is the frequency, duration, intensity. If you increase intensity, frequency, duration, when you want to increase the intensity, what are those things you consider? These are the 3 things you consider. When you consider it will help you. Do you understand me now? It will help the individual player to develop very well and understand. If you say okay 3v2 4 goal, the 2 will defend this goal, the 3 will defend the other goal. Now you don't tell them. If the 2 should play 3 touches, the 3 will play 1 touch. What have you done? You have restricted the 3 on what? More mobility improvements. What do you retain in the 2? You want them to keep na you. Nítorí ẹni tí a bá ń bínú àbí ta ronú lọ training àwọn kìnìún yẹn ò ní wá. So time ta ní ká relax nílé ẹ jẹ́ ká mú báyìí wá ká máa kọ́ nǹkan báyìí lẹ́yìn ká ṣe nǹkan báyìí nǹkan tá ní deficiencies. Tábà dé train àbáwọn assistant wa discuss àti jọ discuss lórí fóònù wa. Tábà dé bẹ̀rẹ̀ òun lè kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹ̀yin á parí ẹ̀ ẹ̀yin lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ òun náà á parí ẹ̀. Ṣẹ́gẹ̀tì mi ẹjọ́ márì ìmọ̀ tẹ̀lé yẹn àwọn yẹn máa wà bẹ́tà. You understand me now? Because ìmọ̀ tí yẹn bá ní tí yẹn kọ́kọ́ ò gain lára rẹ̀ ìmọ̀ yẹn ò ní nǹkan. Somebody must gain from what you have. Nítorí ìwọ náà ṣe máa lè gain látara títí wọn. So you get me sin? So àwọn yẹn gbọ́dọ̀ rí ẹ̀yin méjì bí èèyàn mẹ́rin tẹ́ bá ti gbà fúnra yín. So all these are things we should consider. We'll talk about intensity, frequency, and then duration. There is what we call variation. Who can say something about this? Variation. V-A-R-I-S-T-I-O-N. Variation. Variation. Coaching. Variation. Okay, let's check out. Only level mẹ́ta ló wọ̀ bí. Tábà gba bí. Ọ̀ntí ìṣì. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ní ti máa sáré tètè bọ́ta ní sàmbẹ̀ ẹ̀ ń sìn London 4 seconds máa gba 10 million. Ṣé ó pè mí kí n sáré ṣí bí kí n bọ́ta or kí n sáré under 2 seconds kí n gba bẹ̀rẹ̀ probability wo ló fast jù? Àwọn tí máa rò pé ti sáré gba bí under 2-3 minutes ó ti work fún mi. Ok jẹ́ kí n tún tẹ̀ sí bí ìwò kí ni mo ń try kí n ṣe yẹn? Mo ń variate ẹ̀ from where one to the other. For me to get to that side I can take the 10 million. So you coach him through. Ẹ má yẹ káwọn players yìí ní pé tó bá ti dé ṣé ó máa ṣáwa sí méjì ní nǹkan tá a máa ń ṣe náà ni a ti mọ̀ ní nǹkan tá a tún máa ṣe náà ni. ẹ má lè kó price yẹn níbẹ̀ nítorí a máa ṣe àwọn informations wa tí gbogbo wa náà lè máa ṣe ní life yìí kò sí ní ta mú wáyé kò sí ní ta máa mú lọ bọ̀ nǹkan tó lọ́n ti fẹ́ yìí ó ti fún yín ó lè tún nǹkan tẹ́lẹ̀ ó lè jẹ́ nǹkan tẹ́lẹ̀ wá ló fẹ́ yìí bọ̀ tá a bá gbà fúnra wa lèmi máa gé ntì yín ẹ̀yin máa gé ntì mi bí life ṣe rí ni bọ̀ tá a bá ti ṣe ṣódà wa báyìí bí bàtà stars orí wa à ní gé náà wà rà. Your players must not be able to credit you. That is what makes you an important coach in front of them. So, coaching joke, team call. Program tell my saying third week. You don't adjust and down. You don't discipline. Problem wà lẹ́yìn. Báwo la ṣe fẹ́ àmì ẹsẹ̀ lè ìwọ ló kàn. Tí wọ́n ti tẹ́ òtí wojú wọn tẹ́ tí ń ṣe cycle tó ká eléyìí tó kàn lébi òní lọ. Àná ń fẹsẹ̀ ní wálé ni. Àfún wọn ló mọ́tò. Ilé òní lọ lé ní. Ilé máa push wọn. Òun ni irú eléyìí sì. As of 3v3 plus 3. 3v3. Ọ̀nà ìlànà òjò rọ̀. Àwọn ọmọ ẹ wá fẹsẹ̀ rẹ̀ wáyé. Ẹ wá fẹ́ ṣe ẹni quarter final ní 2 weeks time. Trent explosive. Ẹ wá pọ̀ ti fi ìwà. Ẹ̀ tí àwọn sọ pé òun ti transfer owó. Kó ní kò sí mẹ́tọ̀ mẹ́ta okay 3v3 plus 3 èmi mo start láti presentation wà lélẹ̀ tí bá ti ṣe line of pass láti kọjá láàrin àwọn ilé ní àárín àwọn máa tán sí i máa lọ bí àwọn mo láti parí bí táwọn ilé bá gbà máa dúró láti mú kíkọ́ kọjá sókèlè mẹ́ta adé sọ fún ọ tó bá ti ṣe channel yẹn fún nobody goes out wọn á fi tí mi ọdún lè pa ìdí lánàá ẹ̀dẹ̀ máa tẹ̀lé ní ìtòkọ̀ ọ̀gá ọ̀gá tó bá dé wá sọ fún ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ fíìlì last náà lè ka owó wọn gbà tí ọ̀rọ̀ kóòtù kìí wọn ò ní ṣe dáadáa. Now come on, if you are the boss, you know you can sack them. Now come on, when they see they far from you, can you manage that? You can't run through them. So you're all over because you never paint the wall. But if you come, you address that issue. Okay, yesterday I think the driver messed up, but nevertheless, it's a human. You can make a mistake which we all know. Yesterday match is gone. I know we are better than that team, but sometimes football it's a crazy act. Sometimes it goes the other way. Hakeem, good. Everybody loves you guys yesterday. But forget about we lost. You are taking them away from their share. Before you now start this game now, you can start this game this way. Nǹkan tẹ́ fẹ́ ṣe ní full field ẹ wá ṣe ní half field. Ẹ lè ṣe ní quarter of the field. Wọ́n á kàn ṣe kẹ́kẹ́ báyìí. Ẹ ṣe níbi kékeré. Wọ́n bá ti ń get another 5, 7, 10 minutes. Wọ́n á kàn ní okay for sake of goodness and for us as a big team let's check it whether we can get it on the height of this. O tún ti tọ̀ wọ́n. Ẹ ti gbowó mẹ́wàá mi àbí mẹ́ẹ̀ẹ́dógún. Bàtẹ́ tí wọ́n máa tọ̀ wọ́n wọnú eléyìí wọ́n ti wọ̀ tán. Look at how much. Oh boy, coach, nobody dies here. We will go kill one another. And so, but when you come with that directive immediately, automatically is slow. What you want to get from that exercise, you cannot get it. It's zero. You are just doing it. Better postpone it to another time, or you use your methodology and get it right. That is coaching. That is coaching. So please, we are in care of the job and we can get a lot of things right when we really do ready. Okay, we are 5 minutes now behind schedule. So any more questions or that, or I should wrap it up so that. Okay, let me borrow you one thing before we go. Okay. Right. Okay. Okay, I want to borrow you this language. Okay, tips. T stands for techniques, I stand for insight, P stands for personality, and S for speed. For sake of us who are doing at this level, recruitment. We want to recruit players. Other things they might not have, but if they have all this, you can still work with them and bring other ones. Techniques. Insight. Ọpọlọ na mo mọ̀ pé ẹlòmíì lè máa lọ school but ọpọlọ tó ní ó lè ta ẹni tó ń kàwé. Ó mọ̀ pé bọ̀bọ̀ yìí bọ́ọ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ gba anú ẹ̀ náà tó bá ti ṣàkárà ìyẹn ti tán nọ́mbà ó ti fi sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́. Insight. Gbogbo ló lè ronú fúnra rẹ̀ láti ṣe nǹkan. Insight. Personality. Ọ̀bọ̀ tá bá ti ń lọ bí ìsìn ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ gbé bọ́ọ̀lù yẹn débẹ̀ gbogbo alájọ́ ń lọ kò ní kúrò láàrin nǹkan tẹ́ sọ fún yín ó máa fẹ́ respect ẹ̀. Ó ṣe bá sọ̀rọ̀ òun náà lè sọ̀rọ̀ sí yín pé báyìí ló ṣe ń lọ nǹkan báyìí ló ń rí then kó jẹ́ afáfá ó gbọ́dọ̀ bí speed ó lè máa wọ́sẹ̀ nílẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀gbà tẹ́yìn pàdé ẹ̀bọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ pé ó ní díẹ̀ ẹ máa lè improve ẹ̀ bọ̀ jẹ́jẹ́ pé gbogbo ojú ẹsẹ̀ ló ń dàdélẹ̀ láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹ ti kọ́kọ́ rí ẹ ti mọ̀ pé iṣẹ́ yín bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti year 1 tẹ́ bá ti fẹ́ bá ṣiṣẹ́ so ẹ ní kọ̀ láti máa ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn láti pilẹ̀ bọ̀ tó bá ti ní àwọn nǹkan yìí láti pilẹ̀ ó máa jẹ́ kí iṣẹ́ yín yá 1 ó lè rori fúnra ara ẹ̀ ó mọ̀ kójú òun rọ̀ coach ò tí ì dé ó yẹ ká change ká ṣe nǹkan kan kójú ètò délẹ̀ ó yẹ ká pe coach gbogbo làwọn wà báwo ló ṣe ń relate pẹ̀lú àwọn tó kù ẹ̀ ó ń ṣe tó bá ti dé ó fẹ́ dájà lẹ̀ ó ń ṣe tó bá ti dé ẹ̀mọ́ jẹ́ kí coach ẹ̀ ká máa ṣe fúnra wa coach kò ń gbọ́dọ̀ lọ ó ti ń gbóró wa jù ẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ check ẹ̀ personality òní ìyá ẹ̀ máa mẹ́jọ ẹ̀wà ó jí owó ńlé wọn àwọn kan ẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀yin máa check ẹ̀ tó bá lè stay tẹ́ bá lè turn life ẹ̀ over ó pay fún yín ó máa padà gain ẹ̀ àwọn nǹkan yẹn wà very important then speed ẹ̀ because anything off from that 4 ẹ̀ tó ẹ̀kọ́ ẹ̀ ti rí pé bóyá bó ṣe ń rìn gan erunkun ní ilẹ̀ ó ti súnmọ́ ń kulẹ̀ ní èjì ẹ̀ kékeré yẹn tó máa lè sáré ní èjì 11 years or 10 ẹ ti rí ẹsẹ̀ tó bá kò lè sáré ní òní lè kò ní kẹ́ máa waste time ẹ jẹ́ kó ṣe other sports ni kó lè lọ ṣe swimming àbí kó ṣe racket games lọ́tẹ̀ but football kò ní stability ṣẹ́gẹ́tì tó máa jam ẹ̀ ó máa tètè ṣubú because èjì ẹ̀ sì kéré ó yẹ kó grow ni and dídí gábẹ́ẹ̀tì bá lè ti ń grow tí weight bá ti wà lórí ẹ̀ kí ló máa ṣe so wọ́n yẹ torí weight máa padà wà lórí ẹ̀ bó ṣe ń develop so gbà tí o ti ní weight yẹn tó ti lè ẹ ti gẹ̀ẹ́tẹ̀ kò ní ṣe ibi tó wà tẹ́ kó lè ṣe surgery gbogbo àkọ́kọ́ ẹ̀ máa consider high so that's what we now consider height. You know why they put plus on this weight? Àwọn bẹ́ẹ̀ mi ṣe tó yìí báyìí kan mo ṣe rí nígbà tí mo kéré tí mo play ẹ̀mí náà dàbí gbàgbó báyìí bí rẹ̀ sí bọ̀ ń sì bóyá torí pé o máa ń mú mi tó pọ̀ ó gẹ̀ẹ́tẹ̀ ni Ọlọ́run ṣe ní pé kébì náà kí n bùkún bí bàbá mi tó ti so bọ̀ mú mọ̀ pé tí bàbá mi ò kí ń ṣe omi bí tọ̀dọ̀ tèmi ṣẹ́fẹ̀tì Ọlọ́run ló mú yẹn wá bọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ tí ní báyìí náà ni so you see them like that so if I want to say okay omi yẹn mo fẹ́ kí n máa pọ̀ omi yẹn díẹ̀díẹ̀ I have to stress my body more. Do you understand me? I have to stress it. If I not stress it more, ó máa shrink there. But kìíní yẹn ò ní change, nomenclature ò ní change. Tí o bá ṣe pé yẹn ní body deformity àbí yẹn sick, ò ní change. Wàá yìí ní structure ẹ̀. Except tí o bá sick nǹkan which you don't pray for. So àwọn nǹkan yẹn you check it. In your players, you see it. Younger player when they eat well, they train well, they get bigger. You see their boys from 13 to 15 have changed. So like if obìnrin náà lè train ẹ máa rí àwọn mango lè máa wá àwọn wà very careful àwọn táwọn train obìnrin àwọn tá ti wà ní méjèèjì it's a big discipline when you handle female team so some of us too will still find ourselves there female coaches too are there but male too do train female players
when you are disciplined and there's nothing that to back in player third time. There's nothing will make you to do it. But I will play a third time. Because some of us, you see, even in the national team, male were local, some female. So now they are trying to bring more female. And why? Our male don't need more certifications, not let you say that. If not, they want to change everything to the female. They want to. The talk is still on ground. The cow up on your hand up on you because of what? Some of our female tenders do some kind of opportunity and want to take over our mind. It's not something. It's about finding that as a data check. So because you got to fair the female player to the leader. So why? Why must you get here? So data check. Huh? I don't want to help them. How is that about
Thank you, sir. Can we appreciate Hakeem Busar one more time?
Thank you.
That was a wonderful session. Thank you. Immediately after this session, we shall be having a group photograph outside. Just immediately. Then please be informed that this seminar is certified. For those that didn't know, I believe everybody dropped their WhatsApp number. Your certificate is a soft copy, be posted to your WhatsApp. You can print it if you like. Of course, we all know that this kind of seminar is certified because it is being anchored by a certified coach. So all of you will get your certificates through your email and your WhatsApp. Alright, then I'm using this opportunity to invite you for the opening match for this Jameria Harmony tournament this year, which will take place this Friday. The match is starting exactly 2 p.m. but I know the team that are involved should be here as early as possible. Alright, also for your information, we have been on live streaming since the beginning of this program, so you can go back and still watch it on YouTube channel. I think you will send the address to us, so you can still watch it and go over it. Of course, that's one of the hallmark of the organizers. We are always on top of everything. The organizers should ask maybe just through feedback, just 30 seconds. What's the feedback? If you want to just say something about our session today, just raise up your hand. 30 seconds, maybe a remark from anybody. Can I have somebody? Just how you feel about this seminar, the organization, please.
Good afternoon. My name is Coach Thanksgiving. I want to thank the organizers. I want to thank the senior coach here, Senior Coach Busar Hakeem, and he has done a good job. I appreciate him for that. I say thank you for that. Coaching education is very important because I am a graduate of University of Lagos. I study education also. I must also teach students even on the field, off the field. And coaching education is something that is very necessary. You can't teach what you don't know. Like the coaches are teachers. Most times, coaches tend to ask what you don't teach on the pitch. What you don't know, you cannot teach. You should really teach and request what you have taught. So what you know, like you're now I've learned a lot of things. Just don't make sure we practicalize these things.
The bottom line, we should go and practice what we have learned.
Like that's very important.
Thank you, God bless you. Let's put our hands together for just only one person. One more remark as we go. One more. Alright. Whether you want to say something or not, let's have the only female that is in the house. Let's welcome Coach. Coach Oluwani.
Good afternoon, fellow coaches. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you so much. I really want to appreciate you. I'm impacted, I'm touched, and I've learned new things today. Thank you so much. God bless you, sir.
All right. Let me remind. Now I told you that with Coach Busar you always learn new things. How many people have learned new things today? So let us go and practice it. And then with what you learned today, you be able to win your games in this tournament. Thank you. Shall we rise up as we close? And I will have any Muslim brother to just close this meeting for us with the closing prayer. Coach Sulaiman Lawal, closing prayer.
صلوا على نبينا الكريم صلى الله عليه وسلم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح وما أغلق والهاتف لما سبق ناصر عبد السلام وعلى آله وصحبه العظيم سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين الحمد لله رب العالمين صلوا على نبينا
Please, immediately outside, let's gather and have our group photograph. Let's gather immediately to have our group photographs outside. Thank you.
Thank you.